All right, next question. What is the opposite of evaporation? If evaporation is changing state from a liquid to a vapor and it's absorbing heat, what is the opposite of that? Think about it. Give me an answer. Give me something. I don't care if you get it wrong because I can't hear you anyways. But hopefully you're going to say you're not going to say ice, because ice is not what I'm looking for. The opposite of changing state from a liquid to a vapor, the opposite of evaporation is condensing. Condensing is the opposite of evaporation. Condensing is the opposite of boiling. Condensing, every time a substance changes state from a vapor back to a liquid, it rejects heat. It rejects heat. Can you think of anywhere in our HVAC system that might be happening? Yes, in the condensing unit. It is a heating effect. So what's happening here is the refrigerant is changing state from a vapor to a liquid. And as it changes state from a vapor to a liquid, it rejects massive amounts of heat energy. That's latent heat. It's changing state from a vapor to a liquid. That's why I call it the condensing coil, because the refrigerant's literally condensing, changing state. It's rejecting all that hidden heat that it collected, is now rejecting it out. So over here, we're boiling, evaporating, absorbing tons of heat into that hidden heat, into that latent heat. And over here, we're rejecting that same amount of energy out, actually more. We'll get to that in a little bit. But it's rejecting heat, massive amounts of energy being rejected, condensing. Every time a substance changes state from a vapor to a liquid, it rejects heat. That's latent heat. It's the latent heat of condensing. It's very important. Make sure you write that down and have that in your notes. Now, if you feel the air coming off of this unit outside, it's going to feel much warmer because it's actually getting rid of the heat. It's a heating effect. You feel the air coming in, okay, it's the one thing. Ooh, now it's significantly warmer because you can feel the heat that's coming out of that refrigerant. It's literally rejecting heat. So the evaporator and the condenser are always opposite. The evaporator is absorbing heat. The condenser is rejecting heat. The evaporator is changing state from a liquid to a vapor. The condenser is changing state from a vapor back to a liquid. The evaporator is inside, the condenser is outside. The evaporator is represented by low pressure, the color blue. The condenser is represented by high pressure, the color red. Ideally, you should write these in color so that in your notes in color, it's going to help you identify the difference. It's not hot and cold, it's low pressure and high pressure. So write these notes in the color. Is going to help you, especially if you have some learning disabilities like I do. It helps you associate and connect those together. So write these vocabulary words down, put them in flashcards, study them. Study what all of these words mean, because the more that you study it, the easier it's going to come together.